그렇죠. 화면 전환이 빨리 되기 때문에 순발력이 있어야 돼요.
그렇죠. 경기들이 끝났습니다. 세 번째
2-1-0. This is Deducter bringing you set 3 of KT versus Woongjin. The series is tied up at 1-1, and today we have Stats versus Hansen here. So Stats is the Protoss, the brown Protoss at the 7 o'clock, and Hansen is the Teal Zerg at the 1 o'clock. This looks like New Empire of the Sun. So both these players, the Stats not quite performing so well. I was going to say both these players, pretty good players. Hansen, especially a rookie, but impressing me greatly with his games. Stats has been around for some time, but he really has not been performing well. He's lost every game in the previous playoff series here. So I don't know. I was sort of forced to relegate Stats to ranks of your lower level Protoss players. So whether it's the likes of your Tempest, which is also a KT player, someone more like Tempest, not really capable of winning too many games, and looks like Hansen putting down his supply depot here. So your Tempest or your Brave or your, well, Brave has sort of been a clever cheese. Stats not even able to boast something like that. Again, Stats not doing too well recently, I have to say. Here's his chance for a redemption. I mean, he did play a very good game on day 2 of the Pro League playoffs against Hiva. That was a tense game, but nevertheless, he lost, even though he played well. The thing is, you just can't keep losing, even if you play some very good games of StarCraft. At the end of the day, you still need to win. And Stats has not been able to deliver. He also played a very good game on day 3 again. But, well, at least other people thought it was a very good game. I didn't think it was very good. It was just one of these long PVTs where Protoss player could have done so much better, I feel. Anyway, here's hoping that Stats is able to redeem himself against another Terran player, Hansen here, who should be a formidable challenge. He has been playing very well, for the most part, for a rookie. It looks like Hansen opting not to block off his base here. Interesting to note. They are in cross-map position. Stats is going to scout him second. Cybernetics Core going down here for Stats. So nothing unusual coming out from either player. It looks like Stats going to see that there's nothing too amiss here. And so, actually, no, this map looks like rather, looks like Hansen is sending out his scouting SCV there. Looks like he is going to scout in opposite direction of the probe. So now the probe is going to come in, see the Marine. Ooh, the probe would be wise to sneak by and see the command center getting built here, but Stats not willing to do that. I think that might be a bit of a mistake. Stats has built a Zealot. Perhaps he wants to send that to the front to try to do what damage he can. Terran players, sometimes not necessarily with the best micro, can lose Marines or possibly even SCVs to the Zealot, which would not be good at all. So it looks like these Marines here going to try to push out just a little bit. I think that might be a bit of a mistake here. Hansen is scouting around a bit of the middle. Looks like, I don't know why. Okay, he's scouting cross map. He wants to check the 2 positions closest to him first. And Stats gonna proxy something here. That's why he didn't send the probing. Okay, so it looks like he has hidden sort of a proxy pylon there. And let's see what he goes for. Probably, I would imagine, a robotics bay. Robotics facility and then robotics support bay. That is the most common. But Hansen gonna perhaps spot this. I don't know. I don't think the SCV spotted it, but it's gonna come down here. It's gonna spot it. It's gonna spot the proxy. Disaster for Stats. A disaster for Stats. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's gonna spot the robotics support bay. Okay, it's not a complete disaster for Stats. Stats can still, with good micro, get this done. I don't know how Hansen sniffed that out. That was Flash-esque, I have to say. Flash-esque. Scouting, I mean, and a gateway going out. Stats really doubling down here after you kill that scouting SCV, but I don't know where this will work. Hansen is going to know exactly what's coming, I feel. He's brought another SCV out, and if you can see this gateway, he knows all he has to do is hold out against this drop and then attack there, and then he can't possibly lose this game. He has brought another SCV out, it looks like, to spot this. This is truly Flash-esque map hack, and now that's interesting to note that Stats has basically sent his Dragoons to absorb damage from the bunker so he can sneak his Zealot into the main there to take a look at what's going on here. Two of the Marines evacuating from that bunker, and this Zealot might be able to do some damage to SCVs here. It looks like some Marines coming out perhaps to clean up this Zealot. The Zealot going to do what damage they can here to the Marines. Stats is microing well, but Hansen is also microing well. That Zealot only able to kill one Marine. 3 Dragoons at the front now. Hansen desperately repairing. So Stats is put down robotic support making his natural, his main. Everything's going to come down to how well these Reavers work out. Hansen would be wise to get an engineering bay or an armory, something to counter air. If he can shut down the shuttle, for instance, it will be GG, basically. That shuttle might be able to elevator some units into the main here. It just won't do anything. There's a bunker going down and a tank there. I just don't think this is going to be able to do too much here. Stats going to elevator. It looks like 4 Dragoons aimed, but this place is well defended, I have to say. Now this Dragoon pushing to attack the front, and then I think Stats probably quite surprised by the presence of that bunker. He's managed to get his Dragoons in a position such that it overlooks the factories. If he can snipe what units comes out of the factories, things may not be so desperate. But siege mode is finished, and Stats is going to be forced back here. Stats going to pick off a Marine coming out of that barracks. This is an exciting game, I have to say. But I don't like KT's chances. I don't like Stats' chances. And I can't really blame Stats again for this loss. But I think he is going to lose 2 siege tanks up. And he's going to lose all those Dragoons, I feel. He needs those Dragoons to absorb hits. But it looks like he's just going to lose all these Dragoons without much of an issue. And that shuttle coming, those Marines in the bunker might even range the shuttle with the Reaver, and now Goliath's out. Hansen has done everything absolutely brilliantly to counter this particular drop. He's also managed to withdraw his SCVs with excellent reaction time, it looks like. And 2 SCVs going down. That is not enough. This shuttle is going to escape the wrath of these Goliaths, perhaps. One of the Goliaths goes down in exchange for 1 Dragoon. Now, this Reaver going to come in and do what damage it can to these SCVs. He needs to do some serious damage. Not able to do much. And that siege tank still alive. Great Dragoon, Reaver micro, I have to say, killing another tank here. And that Reaver, ooh, nice shot there, killing a good number of SCVs. Hansen needs some more Goliaths to deal with this shuttle. He's got another Goliath out to deal with it. The shuttle going to be forced back. Even though Stats has done some damage, I just don't think it's going to be enough. Hansen has a superior economy, I have to say. Second Reaver out. Stats has another chance to get something significant done here. He's got Reavers at the front. Reavers in the shuttle and Dragoons at the front, rather. He's coming in for another pass here. This time he's willing to drop on top of this tank with his Reavers. Well done. Now Stats pushing at the front. Hansen bringing out all his SCVs. SCVs do nothing to repair the bunker against 2 Reavers, and now Stats is in full breach of the natural. Well done by Stats. Never mind. Just as I was praising Hansen for his defense, Stats has played well more. SCVs going down to all these Reavers, and now these Dragoons pushing ahead at the front. 2 Dragoons go down. There are still 4 left, and there are 2 Reavers. It looks like, well, 1 Reaver shot on the tank, a second shot gonna land on the tank. No more tanks left. Stats has 2 Reavers and 3 Dragoons. Hansen in desperate trouble here. He's got another tank that just popped out, but a tank that popped out is gonna do nothing. Nothing, and these SCVs are going to be bait for the Reavers. Reavers picking off SCVs and Goliaths. Well done by Stats, I have to say. He is going to win. Brilliant turn of events. Brilliant turn of events. I could not be more pleased with Stats' performance. This is going to be GG for Hansen. Well done by Stats. GG coming from Hansen. Brilliant maneuver by Stats to win the game. Hansen, not looking too pleased, but I think he defended very well. I mean, this was an exciting game, I have to say. Stats very happy there, deservedly so. I didn't think he was going to make it through, but he did at the last moment there. Well done. Well done. Going on to the next set.
왜 이렇게 경기가 안 되냐 라는 생각할 수가 있잖아요. 근데 그 순간에 그런 생각하는 게 아니라 역으로 내가 이기면 되잖아.